What's up, everyone? This is like my fifth time recording this fucking video. Oh my god, I'm like tired of this shit. Anyway, what's up, everyone? This is Slay Buddha. In this video, I'm gonna go over how to distinguish a stop hunt from a BMS. So how to know whether it's a stop hunt or a BMS, or how to differentiate between a false breakout and a real break of structure. Okay, that's what we're going to go over in this video. Before that though, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your money. Don't be a fucking dumbass. Let's get to it. That intro is getting kind of old, don't you think? Anyway, I'll probably change the next video. So stop hunt BMS. What is a stop hunt? If you're watching my videos, you should already know what a stop hunt is. It's just a grab of liquidity. It can come in the form of equal highs, equal lows, Asian range, or any kind of range. Previous daily highs and lows, previous weekly highs and lows, relatively equal highs and lows, break and retest liquidity. There's so many kinds of liquidity, and that's going to be for another video if I do make that. But for now, we just need to understand the idea that when price goes above a high, equal highs, equal lows, whatever liquidity, and we reverse, and we take out that liquidity, it's a sign of reversal. And once price goes below structure very impulsively, and we break that structure, it's now a sign of a continuation, right? So this will be the stop hunt here, and this will be the break of market structure right there. Ideally, after the break, you want to then see something like this, so price retracing because we're continuing lower, and then we continue to break structure like so, and also grab liquidity, then reverse. Boom. Okay, so this is a stop hunt, this is a BMS, this is a stop hunt, this is a BMS. But what a lot of people, the problems a lot of people have is they will call this the BMS because price goes above this high. Then they're gonna try buying from here just to realize that they were in the wrong direction. This was actually a stop hunt and not a break. So how can you avoid entering a trade or looking or choosing the wrong POI based off marking of structure, stop hunts as BMS, etc. That's what we're going to go over in detail, right? So let's go to the chart here. This is EU daily time frame again, or not again, but the time frame doesn't matter. I said again because I recorded this video like so many times. The time frame doesn't matter, guys. Even though I'm using the daily time frame, it's the same thing on the 4 hour, 1 hour, 1 minute, 5 minute, monthly. The candles all look the same, so don't think this is just for the daily time frame. Okay. All right. So let's start with a break of market structure. What I like to see from a break of market structure is a very strong break of the structure. Meaning I want price to go below, if it's bearish, I want price to go below the structure very strongly with a lot of displacement, a lot of energy to the push down. Okay, that's the first thing I want to see from a BMS. I don't want it to be a shallow break. I want it to be a deep, strong break, number one. And number two, ideally, I want price to pull back like this. I want a slow retracement, slower than the push down, I think there's something called, I don't remember what it's called, where you can measure how many days it took to come down and how long it takes to come back up. Ideally, you want the pullback up to be slow. You don't want price to just fly up. You want price to slow down, whether forming that kind of channel, that retail flag pattern, or just ranging a bit, or just slow momentum to the upside before the next displacement's down, where we break structure again, possibly. Okay, so this is what I like to see from my breaks. So looking at this chart here, you can use the slow, you can use the slow, it doesn't really matter. Look at how we broke through this structure and this structure. We just smashed through it. Very lovely, just smashing through, smashing through, smashing through. And then see how we pull back into this order block here. See how we pull back? We go up, it takes us so many days to go up, and then we come down again. And this kind of movement, you see how there's no imbalance in this push up. We go down. In this push up as well, there's no imbalance going up like this. So this, from a BMS, you want to see that FVG being left behind, but here there's none. So this slow kind of pullback is what I like to see after a break of structure. And I know I can look for more sells as a continuation to then further break more structure since we're bearish, right? So that's my ideal BMS. Now let's go over stop hunts. Now an ideal stop hunt is when compared to the BMS, you can see here the body of the candle is breaking through the low, which is what I want to see from a BMS. But a stop hunt, on the other hand, the wick of the candle will close below structure, like this. Boom. You can see how the body of the candle didn't break below this low. So this to me is not a break of structure. And after this, I'm not going to start looking to buy from this high thinking this is a strong high or this is like a legit order block. No, an order block must break structure. A strong high must break structure. And since this high didn't do that, I know that this is now liquidity, right? Any high or low that doesn't break structure is liquidity. Any high or low that doesn't have an imbalance is liquidity. So there's no imbalance here, nothing interesting here. After this stop hunt, if I was trading more intraday style, I will then look for buys. I'm looking for buy setups to take out this high because I know that this is not a BMS and this is not a strong high, and I can target this as liquidity after this raid or liquid. If you want to know about my raids, I have a video on that. It's a very easy setup to trade, very easy strategy. So that's a stop hunt over there. The body of the candle did close below, so I'll call it a break. However, price starts to reverse. This structure is the one that really got broken here, right? Let's look for another kind of raid. So of course, this is not a break of structure. This is not a break. This is a raid. This is a stop hunt. Price goes above it slightly and just reverses, and this is the break. See the momentum. See this momentum. You know, once I see this, I'm not gonna start thinking, oh, I should look for buys. Why am I looking for buys after this momentum? I'm looking for price to pull back so I can catch, well, as a swing trader, so I can catch the next swing and sell off. Alright? So that's one way I identify stop hunts. The next way I can identify a stop hunt is in cases like this where, yes, the body of the candle breaks above the high and closes above the high, above the structure, but see how we pull back. This is not even a pullback. This is a complete reversal. See how we go up with energy, with a lot of displacement, and then we smash down equally with a lot of displacement above these two highs. Okay? So once you see something like that where price goes up, and then price just starts going down, that is a very strong sign of a stop hunt and a strong sign of a reversal. I like to call it a V. When you see that V shape, a very strong V shape, or an upside down V, then I know that that was just a grab of liquidity and price is going to reverse. If price was to break this structure, I want to see a nice, lovely breakout and then a slow pullback. And this is just accumulation, manipulation, distribution, AMD. We're accumulating here, manipulated upside, distribute lower. Same thing actually here. We're accumulating, manipulated upside, distribute lower. That, you know, that's basically how the market moves. So that's an example of a stop hunt right there. Let's see if I can find it. This one as well. See price. The body of the candle did close above this high, but see the next day, see what happened on Tuesday. Just a strong bearish candle closing back below this high. This is a very strong upside down V, right? So from this, I can really start thinking, this is more of a stop hunt. I can target this low now looking for sells, rather than thinking I should be buying from somewhere in here, right? So you want to see how price pulls back. You want to look at the displacement and look at the way it forms. Even here too, I was telling my friend at this point in time that I think EU is going to reverse from here because we smashed down. This is a break of this low. It was a very lovely break, but see the way we're coming back up. It was just too fast back into premium. It was too fast. So once I saw that we're coming back so fast like this, I was thinking, we might start seeing a reversal now. We've been bearish for so long. This could be the start of that reversal. And where is this reversal coming from? Let's check. Oops, my bad. And it's coming from this imbalance, a monthly imbalance. Okay, so we took out this low. So this here is not a break. This here is a raid. Watch my previous videos. We came back into this imbalance in line with this breaker. Well, that's not a breaker. That's probably like a mitigation block. I don't really know much ICTs, by the way, guys. I'm not a very I didn't study a lot of ICT. But anyway, we took out the slow and see how we're flying and see the momentum coming back up. You know, if we look at especially something like, let's go to, is this 2020 when the whole Corona thing happened? See. This is all based off news. So usually a lot of news, you see a lot of all these V movements. But once I see we go below this low, some people call this a break. but it's very shallow. You know, we go below, but we don't keep going. We go below, and the next few days we have this very deep retracement back up after taking out this low. From there, I'm already suspicious that this is not a break. This is actually a stop hunt. When price pulls back, you want price to slow down, because that slow, that slow down, that doesn't make sense. That slower movement back up is creating liquidity. Any kind of pullback, we're creating liquidity. See how we break through, we break out of this structure here. And again, this can happen on any time frame. See how we break out of this structure and see what happens. Price is just slowing, compressing. We have this pullback, so I know this is a break that I can trust, and I can now look for a buy to further to take out this high and to take out this obvious liquidity. And see how we go above this high. Lovely break, lovely displacement above this high. It wasn't just a little wick or a little push up and then a push back into the range, below this high, below this line, right? So that's how you want to really identify which one is a stop hunt, which one is a break. So just for the sake of the video and for the sake of my viewers, let's go on the lower time frame and just do the same exact thing. This 15-minute time frame, same exact thing. Just look at something like this. See how price goes above this high, and see how we just start pulling back. Very strong pullback. This is not a pullback, this is a stop hunt, this is a raid, this is a grab of this high. And sometimes if you're not really sure and you go on a higher time frame, I'm pretty sure on the higher time frame it'll close as a wick. See, on the 4 hour it's a long wick, so a wick candle close. So a lot of times lower time frame if you're not sure. That's why I prefer to use high time frame, because it's a lot more accurate. But anyway, see how we pull back into it. This is a reversal, this is a stop hunt, and then you can start looking for a sell continuation after this break. This is a shallow break, but you know this stop hunt is very strong, and then you can start looking for zones to sell from to target more liquidity, right? Let's look at more examples. Look at this. We went below this low. This is Asia low. Yes, the body of the candle closed below on the 15-minute time frame, but see how we push away. This is an FU candle. Price comes down, fucks all the people buying, fucks all the people trying to sell, and then we have that lovely pullback. See how we then break this structure, and see how we pull back. See how slow this is. No displacement, no real movement. That is where the creation of that liquidity comes from, and then we pull back into this order block. So this low is now a strong low where you can look for buys to target more liquidity. Okay, so this break, strong displacement, slow pullback, liquidity formed because of that slow momentum. Take your buy after stop hunt BMS RTO. Very simple, and it just takes time and practice. Look at I'm looking for more of a wick candle. This is a very choppy. Oh, this is December. That's what. Okay, that makes more sense. Let's look at more clean price action. Yeah. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Now, whatever time frame you want to use, it's all the same. It's all the same. Look at this. Boom. That's a raid. This is not a clean break. So that means I'm not going to start looking, when price comes back down, I'm not going to start looking for buys somewhere in POIs here, or here. Because I know that this low, and this low, these three lows here, didn't break any significant structure. This is not a break. So now I'm going to be expecting price to actually take out these lows before and maybe see that reversal. In the meantime, I'll be looking for the sells to take out the lows, because these lows are not significant. They didn't break any structure, so I'm not looking for any POI in these candles here, right? Now look at this. Strong, lovely break. Lovely break of market structure. You can't see this and say, oh no, this is not a break. This is a break. We come back. We range, and then we come down and break structure again. Actually, this is more like a raid. We go below this low. I think this was news. Go below this low and see how price flies back up. We smash down, which is good for a break, but on Friday we fly back up all the way. So when you see this kind of strong displacement, you already know, okay, looks like price wants to reverse. And you start identifying, okay, where's liquidity that price could be looking to target. But we have this high, and I particularly I don't trade EU, but I knew this high and this high had to go. These two highs had to go, right? So displacement is your best friend. You need to identify displacements and identify slow retracements, okay? And that will help you differentiate between either or. Alright, so this is another lovely F. You can see how we go up and we go down, taking out liquidities from this high and also this high. Boom. That is not a break. So I'm not going to look for buys from here because I know this low didn't break any structure. Alright. If you guys want to know more about strong highs, strong lows, weak lows, AKFX has a video on YouTube that is probably more he goes more in detail on that. Okay. So I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching. If you made this far, I'm still doing one-to-ones for a little while. So if you're interested, PM me on Telegram or DM me on Instagram. And yeah, have a great week. Peace out.